Here, like I said before, it's purposely built for international students. But this building in front of us here, it's our accommodation.
Because this can be used as a cinema room as well.
I remember once a student told me, "Oh, I'm really going to miss the angel."
Study in England, a dream or reality? Hi, this is Mariardi Group, and today we invite you on a tour of one of the largest and most prestigious universities in the UK, Newcastle University or University of Newcastle. And in particular, we will tell you about the College for International Students INTO, which is an important part of the university system. In this video, you will find out if you can study in the UK, what study opportunities are available for international students, how to get into England, and much more. We will show you how INTO provides high-quality education and, most importantly, a smooth transition to university for international students, giving them all the support they need. You will also see what facilities are available to students at the college. So let's meet our tour guide for today and start our tour. I want you to meet Clarice.
Marketing and recruitment manager at INTO Newcastle. This is an international college, yeah, or international center. How do you call yourself?
Yes, this is the INTO Newcastle University, which is a joint venture with Newcastle University. We are on the campus of Newcastle University, and we welcome all international students who need entry at Newcastle University, doing the
foundation program,
or doing the international year one, or the graduate diploma, or the pre-masters. So what we do is we help students, to get on their feet. International students with all the support in smaller classrooms of 15 students. So when they are ready, to move on and go to a bigger setting that you will see in the schools at the university, they are really confident and with their English, but also with the culture, with everything.
But you have such a great facilities here as well. And can you introduce your colleague to me as well?
So this is Saka.
Pleasure.
She is an alumni student because she was our foundation student.
Really?
And now she's doing her placement here with us. She studies, I'll tell you,
I'm studying media communication and cultural studies.
At Newcastle. Okay, excellent. That's very good. Good to have you. Okay. So can we see around the college?
Yes,
can you show us around?
But our tour of Newcastle didn't end on one college. If you are really interested in this English university, you will find a wide variety of episodes from Mariardi via the links in the description to immerse in the university atmosphere completely. We walked around the departments, the dormitory, and of course the city itself, which is full of student energy. Be sure to check it out after watching this video.
I think the most important thing I just say about this building is it was purposely built for our international students.
Okay.
So what we always hear, from students is that they feel like the INTO building, as we call it, is their home. Because this is where they started, so they feel very supported and they make friends here and they love the open space. And how
they stay home away from home, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
so they even after they progress to the university, they keep coming back because they feel this is home for them.
Okay.
This is our learning resource center.
And what is it used for?
And it's used for students to use the computers or, spend some time between classes and or get together with friends, but also they can use the printers here.
So some students bring their own laptops with them, but
yes.
if you don't have it, you can always use within the college.
Exactly, especially if you need to link to the printer. And we also have this desk here that our progression manager spends time during the week so students can come and talk about their UCAS application.
Okay.
So she will talk to them about the progression to Newcastle University, anything they need, and how they are doing.
Well, we at Mariardi are also ready to help you, for example, with the admission to INTO. If you are not sure how to start preparing for university, what documents you need, what tests you need to take, don't worry. It's all within our jurisdiction. Our experienced managers are ready to answer any of your questions, help you decide which university to choose, and find a study program that will meet your needs and interests. In addition, we can help you gather all the necessary documents and prepare for admission. The best part of it all is that our consultations are completely free. Just contact us. You'll find all the ways in the description.
So this is a typical classroom, just for you to have an idea.
So what's the class size?
So like I said before, it's 15 students per class.
15 on average or 15 max?
Normally max.
Max, okay. But it could be smaller, right?
Yes.
It could be smaller. And you use the interactive smart boards as well?
Yes, we do. And I think one thing that it's good for you to show from here is, like I said, we are at the forefront of the Newcastle University campus. But this building in front of us here, it's our accommodation. So it couldn't really get closer.
It couldn't get closer.
Yeah, so I think that's, it's important for students to understand how close.
So no reasons to be late for classes, yeah?
No reasons to do that, no. But you can also sleep quite, until...
Did you stay there as well?
Yeah,
your first year? You used to, okay. That's good, okay. And the accommodation, was it the purpose built as well?
Yes, it was. Both. They were built at the same time. We did have an extension that we're going to go through as well, and the extension was built 3 years later. But you wouldn't have said that it was an extension because, it does link with this building perfectly.
Another classroom. They're all pretty much the same, yeah?
Yes.
Same size.
Similar size.
Nice and bright.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think, students really like this building because of how bright it is, how modern, but also how bright. It has a good feel to it. All of our perfect students will study here first before going to the university, but they have access to everything because they are considered Newcastle University students. There is no difference. They have the same email address that they keep throughout the years.
Oh, right, okay.
So they will be able to
join. And have the same student cards, yeah?
Yes, and they'll be able to join all the clubs from the university, societies, but also access to the libraries.
And libraries as well. And how big is the college in terms of capacity? How many students?
So we can have up to 1,000 students at one time. So I would say, I think around, at the moment, we probably have about 400 with some students still doing online.
Online, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm guessing the college itself is very multinational as well, yeah?
Yes, we do have, here, like I said before, it's purposely built for international students. So we have over
how many
60 nationalities.
60?
Yes.
Wow.
So it really depends.
It is very multinational.
Which program you're talking about.
Yeah.
Some programs are from Indonesia.
From Indonesia, okay.
We at Mariardi have been in the market for 20 years, and we know for a fact that multiculturalism can be both a plus and a minus when choosing an educational institution. Why? Find out during your free consultation.
Because it takes more.
Yeah, it's a bigger room.
You can have 2 rooms.
You can divide.
The reason why we have also lecture theatres it's because depending on if it's like work study or the different types of classes that might be more the average normal class type will be the 15 people.
15, yeah. But they have to get used to this format as well, because this is what is used in universities. Some of the universities' lecture rooms let like 600 students in it. They're huge and big.
I know. I remember some, like especially you go to the medical school, they have lecture theatre like 400,000 proper.
Yeah, very big. This was purpose-built.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And it was, they kept the feature basically of what used to be a ballroom of a hotel, but making it very, state of art.
Exactly.
Very modern with the projectors.
Because this can be used as a cinema room as well.
Yeah, so this is the thing. It's to be very collaborative, but to be used in many ways. For example, even if you have, 10 students, you can still use the place.
Yeah.
You can use it for hundreds.
Oh, for hundreds, okay.
So that's
very interesting lecture room with sofas. I like the sofas.
I like it too.
Nice. Okay.
How about this for a lecture hall? We don't come across them very often in the schools we visit. They're usually in the classic amphitheater format. It's quite nice, don't you think? It really promotes discussion, which is at the heart of teaching approach at Newcastle. Blended learning, when students study all the material before the classes and then discuss it and work through practical examples during the lecture. This is a very advanced and effective approach.
Can you tell me which pathways do you have? You have probably business pathway?
So we have, basically for all the schools that the university has, we have the foundation program for most of the courses.
All right.
Apart from medicine, is one that we don't really have. But we are very much covered when it comes to architecture, because we offer the foundation, the international year one, and the graduate diploma in architecture. And we also have the international year one in business, in architecture, and in engineering.
And in engineering as well. That's good to know.
Newcastle University is famous for its Faculty of Architecture. If some of you don't know what International Year 1 program is, we will tell you during your free consultation. In fact, it is a unique program that allows you to save a year and bypass the foundation program. And by the way, we have a separate video about the Department of Architecture on our channel. Don't miss it. And now I suggest that we take a look at the science lab.
Okay, so these are the labs.
So we do have two labs here. One is called a wet lab and a dry lab. So
wet and dry.
Wet and dry. And the dry one is mainly for physics and maths. And then the wet one is
Chemistry.
for chemistry
And biology.
And biology.
Okay.
So these are for our students who are studying foundation in science or biomedical, and also for the September for our engineering students in the International Year 1. Even though the International Year 1 will also make use of the labs from the university, from the school.
Oh, you do get to use them as well. Okay,
and
very
that is
good.
the reason why the International Year 1 engineering is only available to start in September, not in January, because of the timetabling to make use of
But for foundation courses, you have January starts, yeah?
Yes.
Some of them, okay.
For all of them, yes.
And I'm guessing this is this dry or wet?
So I have, I will show this is the dry one.
Yeah, this is the dry one. This is for physics and mathematics. But you're very lucky to have this setting here. It's very good.
Similar setting, but it is a classroom mainly, but with the lab.
To make it practical, isn't it?
Well, and also what we always try to draw the attention of our clients is the location of educational institutions and the convenience of logistics. This is something that many people often forget about.
This is very nice, great.
Yeah, so that's the link to the new building, which is the extension. And again, that's what you see is our accommodation.
Yeah, student residence. And what do we have there?
Building over there, it's actually a metro station, because Newcastle has a metro system, which takes you, if you can take the metro and you get to, it's called Haymarket. You can get to the airport, Wilson International Airport, and you can also get to the coast and go to the beach.
Right, okay. And how far is it to the beach?
25 minutes on the metro.
25 minutes, okay.
So what we hear a lot from our students as well, and by living here for 12 years, I feel as well, it's how convenient Newcastle is as a city. We are 3 hours by train, but we are on the main train line. So there is you don't need to change. So you can even get a fast one that does in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Of course, you can visit London a few times over the weekends, but it must be said that Newcastle itself is a very pleasant city to live in. Moreover, all students and young people flock here because the city is considered very youthful and cultural.
It is beautiful.
And I remember once a student told me, I'm really going to miss the angel. And I didn't really get it. And then until she was like, yes, because I've always loved to be in class and watching the angel.
Yeah. And what is this cathedral? Is this a
So
city's cathedral?
No, it's not, because the main cathedral is actually by the Newcastle. The castle that gave the name to the city. But this street here, Northumberland, and you see the sign, Northumberland Street, just over there.
Okay, yeah.
This is the main shopping street. So that's why it's so convenient, because you couldn't get more convenient than this. So you have all the high street shops, including the second biggest Primark in the country. Yes. And you also have a shopping center called Eldon Square that it's in the city center. And you have all the shops, including like Apple, and you have an M&S just, opposite.
Super central, you are.
And it's
super central.
And we end our tour on this beautiful note. But I remind you that on the channel there is a video about the equipment of the university itself, which students can also use. Did you like the college? Click like and subscribe to our channel. There is always a lot of interesting things about foreign education, and not only in England. Thanks for watching, and see you in new videos. Bye.